Ministers, senators, deputies, excellencies, excellences, Saadat Sufara, estimados embajadores, representative of the diplomatic corps, distinguished guests, dear friends. I would like to express my greetings and appreciation for those who came today to celebrate with us the 18th anniversary of the accession of His Majesty the King Mohammed VI to the throne. Morocco enjoys sound political stability aided by good economic performance as a result of a comparatively pragmatic and inclusive approach to social and economic development. In order to maintain this performance and adapt to the opportunities and challenges of a growing economy, Morocco has engaged in several large-scale projects, especially in the areas of infrastructure, renewable energy, human development, as well as regional integration. In this vein, since his enthronement, King Mohammed VI has made South-South cooperation at the forefront of the country's strategic and economic priorities, particularly within the African continent. Indeed, Morocco has concluded nearly 1,000 agreements with African countries since 2000 in various fields of cooperation, an apparatus of conventions that the King personally promotes through his numerous visits to different sub-regions in the hemisphere. 46 visits in 25 African countries, going from traditional partners in Francophone West Africa to Central and then Eastern and Southern Africa. During these royal visits, major projects of strategic importance have been put in place in favor of collective development in Africa, including the initiation of the Atlantic African Gas Pipeline project with Nigeria, which will transport gas from producing countries to Europe, benefiting all of the West Africa. In addition, there were numerous bilateral projects, such as the fertilizer production units established with Ethiopia and Nigeria, that is expected to benefit the entire continent. As a result, Morocco has become the second largest investor in Africa, with 1/3 of the country's foreign investment dedicated to the hemisphere, and is hence becoming a real hub for doing business with the continent, especially with the cross-border expansion in more than 25 countries of Moroccan companies operating in a variety of sectors such as real estate, insurance, banking, transport, pharmaceutical, telecommunication, and many other areas. On the other hand, Morocco has also engaged into a social humanistic orientation that can be illustrated by its migratory policy adopted in order to regularize the situation of a growing number of undocumented migrants and refugees, especially from sub-Saharan countries. In this sense, Morocco has regularized the status of more than 20,000 migrants, granting residency permits and setting up programs to integrate migrants in the Moroccan society. Furthermore, Morocco has adopted a national anti-terrorism strategy in order to fight this cause by the adoption of concrete measures with the aim to fight against extremism, poverty, exclusion, insecurity, illiteracy through human development and the reinforcement of rule of law. These successful achievements in political, economic, and social areas have been brought this year by the historical reintegration of Morocco within his institutional family, the African Union, a comeback highly welcomed by many African heads of state. This readmission is therefore considered as a logical follow-up and the continuation of the efforts deployed by the Kingdom in order to contribute to the development of the continent. Ministers, deputies, ladies, gentlemen, excellencies, distinguished guests. The bilateral relations between Morocco and Poland have been marked this year by the fruitful participation of an important Polish delegation at the COP22, which Morocco hosted very successfully. Part of this delegation, accompanied with a group of Polish businessmen, conducted the commercial mission to the Moroccan city of Agadir, with the aim to strengthen economic relations with Morocco partners, especially in the area of renewable energy, green technology, keeping in mind that Morocco is a leader in this area in Africa. The Crans Montana Forum as well was marked by the participation of of a Polish Parliament representative and academics, annually organized in the southern city of Dakhla this year, third edition dedicated to Africa in the 21st century, and that South-South cooperation was again able to bring together key decisions makers from all over the world. Moreover, this year, the creation of the Moroccan-Polish Parliamentary Friendship Group aiming to enhance the parliamentary cooperation between the two countries and strengthen their ties. On the other hand, we shall also recall the successful participation of Morocco at the last edition of the TT Warsaw, where the Moroccan stand was granted 2 distinguished prizes for the best stand and design, thanks to an authentic decoration and an original animation. The success encountered at the TT Warsaw highly reflects the increasing popularity of Morocco as a touristic destination among the Polish market. Indeed, the latest statistics attest that the number of Polish tourists in Morocco by June 2017 has increased by 70% compared to the same period from last year. This growing market was encouraged airline companies to launch two new links, Warsaw Agadir and Krakow Marrakesh, which are expected to enhance more the tourism sector between the two countries. In order to further reinforce these ties, many high-ranking visits at the governmental level are expected to take place in the second half of this year, the beginning of 2018, particularly in the transport and tourism sector, as well as the realization of many twinning projects between Moroccan and Polish cities. Finally, I would like to avail myself this opportunity to extend once again my sincere congratulations and best wishes of success to the occasion of the election of Poland as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, an election illustrating Poland's strong commitment to cope with the international challenges, especially in matters pertaining to issues as security and development. While returning my sincere appreciation and profound thanks to all of you present today, I invite you, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, ministers, to enjoy Moroccan culinary specialty while taking pleasure by listening to some music played by our Moroccan group called Chigada. They are here. They represent the authentic music of the southern provinces of Morocco. And I would like on this occasion to thank the Polish Moroccan Association for the efforts that they are doing to promote them in Poland, as I know that they will have free concerts. Thank you very much.